Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode here on the YouTube channel. In today's video, it is episode number 4 of Damo Does England as we look to complete the English Premier League Challenge. For those that do not know, it's all about winning the Premier League with every Premier League club in order of alphabeticalness. And we are currently with Arsenal in our first season in charge of the first team in the challenge. Since we last met, I said that we needed to go on a run of form and we needed things to change after we got beat by Liverpool at Anfield in a game that we were the better side in, and we got slapped around by Manchester City at home. Things have been on an upturn of form, but if you want to check out how we started, the old 4-for-3 tactic and what it was, and see me get pretty unlucky at Anfield and absolutely cop it against Manchester City, your previous 3 episodes will catch you up. There's a playlist. Click my name down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to playlist, you'll see there, obviously, the Damo Does England Challenge, and of course, you'll see the Wrexham save that we're currently doing as well. On alternative days, these will be coming out. With that being said, we go into the schedule. Since moving into the 4-2-3-1 full time, we have not lost the game. After losing to Liverpool and Man City, we decided that's it, we're playing the 4-2-3-1, it works for me with Wrexham. I will say, if you're watching my Wrexham stuff at the moment, we're starting to go through a pretty poor patch. There must have been an update where I've had COVID, because we're starting to lose at games. But here with Arsenal, the football's been much better. Against Sevilla, we won 2-1, which means that we got through the group and top of the table on 15 points, which is superb. We beat Burnley, we beat Luton, beat Sheffield, rotated and beat a Dynamo, even though we conceded twice. More importantly, beat Villa and kept the clean sheet, which means we kept the clean sheet against Burnley, Sheffield, and Villa in this run. And we beat Everton not too long ago as well. Big shout out to a man that is called Tomiyasu. Since he's been playing right wing back because Ben White has been injured, he's actually getting some assists, which isn't too bad. But as it stands, we've got 92 mil to spend because of all the money that we had out the football club. So for those wondering who's gone out and etc., it's all the real life transfers that have been done. I have also organised a few loans that have gone out, etc. too. I've actually got money back in the football club right now. So with that being said, and the board have given me a little bit of money, we have got a good amount of money to improve the side. Ask my Twitch chat, we are currently live, links down below if you want to come watch us live, where we would improve. One person said Thomas Partey in the middle of the park, but he's pretty good for what we need right now in this system. I personally think getting a right wing back that can bomb up and down and really impact the game going forward, considering we dominate a lot of games, could be pretty important as well. In terms of the table, we currently sit 5th, which isn't too bad. The board are a little bit more pleased with me right now. We did get that board feedback after losing to Man City and Liverpool all the way down to E, as they were very unhappy with us trying to reach the Champions League. If we win this game, the board will be happy. If we lose this game, the board will probably be pretty unhappy. So this is a monster game in terms of the challenge. Here we go. The team, as described on screen, is as followed. Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel Zinchenko, Declan Rice with Partey in the middle of the park, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. If you've never seen this 4-2-3-1 before, my Wrexham one, it is a bit of an interesting system. We pass into space, we look to overlap left and right, play out from the back, work the ball in the box, play for set pieces at a slightly higher tempo with normal directness, and we are on normal width. The one thing that is a big adaptation is actually to be more disciplined. I want the boys to stay in their design positions. I don't want them free roaming around, etc. I want you guys in the same position, so when we go to press, we lose the ball, you guys have all got your own area of space to press in. Obviously, this team is all about getting up in the faces of the opposition, and with that being said, we go and prevent the short distribution. We get stuck in, we stop crosses, but we do not invite to trap inside or outside because they're on more discipline. I just want them to get into shape and then press where the ball is relative to and try and win it back in, doesn't matter in any sort of way. So with all that being said, let's go in and play Manchester United in what is a monstrous game. We'll go and see how they're lining up, because I'll be interested to see how they line up in Season 1 and how I would line up in Season 1, because they're one of the clubs that we should target to try and win the league in first year or in 2 seasons at a minimum. So let's go and have a look as the game loads in, what we're going to do. And hopefully we go beat Manchester United in a big game in the Prem. One of the most classical games in Premier League history. You know, there was a long time ago where Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson did not like each other at all. They're lining up with Rashford, Martial, and Garnacho with Fernandes, Mount, Casemiro, Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, and Onana. I think a 4-3-3 is justified with them. I don't mind a 4-2-3-1 with United, to be fair, with Bruno in the hole, and probably something I would think about doing. There's going to be some cool formations or adaptations that we're going to try to use. We obviously tried them with Arsenal, which failed. But hopefully, when we go through the saves, we'll be okay. I've got a cool idea, or I've got that 4-for-3 I want to try with Man City, because they've probably got some better fullbacks to do it with. I've got some ideas with Spurs and Ange to play a different type of 4-3-3. And I've definitely got some ideas with Luton and that to play like some very pumpable 4-4-2s. Odegaard with a short free kick into Gabriel Jesus, or a near stick free kick. Finds Odegaard top of the box. Finds Martinelli. Zinchenko. Odegaard. In the end, Thomas Partey hits one over the bar. A warning shot across the bows of the Manchester United goal. As it stands, we had 67% of the ball, 4 shots won. This is a system where with my Wrexham team, we do not keep this much of the ball, but because Arsenal are very good at keeping the ball, they keep a lot of it, which I like. And Ian Rashford with the ball. Casemiro now. Inside, that's a poor pass, and Declan Rice looks for Saka straight away, won't find him with that one. That was probably a area where Declan just needed to bring the game under control there. Luke Shaw goes all the way back to Onana as we look to press yet again. And he finds Rafael Varane. Varane now into Wan-Bissaka. Still going. Still running. Garnacho might have been offside. Actually, no. Yeah, whoever's at centre-back, Saliba kept him on. Gabriel Jesus needs a runner. Saka's with him. Saka going down the line. He could go left or right, whichever way he wants to go. He cuts it back towards Jesus. He was fouled. Referee said no, he wasn't. And it's because Declan Rice has scored only his second goal of the year. In this deeper line playmaker support role, the player who plays in this role gets a little bit more further forward. And, well, Declan Rice can maybe start influencing the game a little bit more now. And that is 1-0. And it's Declan Rice with a special one. Could have been a penalty, but that's a first-time strike. Maybe Onana should do better, but in real life, he's not keeping the greatest, so pretty realistic there, and we lead 1-0. Zinchenko throws into Martinelli. Finds Thomas Partey. Saka's there. Dink. Is he onside? I reckon that's a ball and a half. What a ball that is. And that's that winger role. I tell you, the wingers just do so much more than anything else on FM this year. And it's 2-0. Zinchenko, Martinelli, Zinchenko inside. Partey first time, and Saka's just left Luke Shaw for dead. And there we go. And good luck to Berg, who's got the Australia job role interview, which is awesome. Partey looks a little bit tired out there, but we lead 2-0. We do struggle to have defensive midfielders. Maybe we need to buy one. Martinelli doesn't find Casemiro. Wan-Bissaka now. Back to Rafael Varane. Goes back to Onana. Out to Martinez. Lissandro Martinez inside of Bruno with press. And that's a press and a half. Oh, we have absolutely destroyed Man United in the press there. We was delightful. We picked picked off the passing lanes. And in the end, Bruno shit the bed. And it is 3-0. Look at all the passing lanes we cut off. We only gave him this ball. To be fair to Bruno, the ball is out here. But he has looked up, took a touch and gone, oh. And then in the end, it is top bins from Gabriel Jesus, who, by the way, has started to score goals of late, Mr. Jesus. He is now currently up to 10 goals in 16 matches. And if you look at reports and stats, he's currently got an expected goal 1.81 in 90 minutes, 9.9 expected goals, which is outperforming slightly. And he is doing very good at the moment. We absolutely love to see it. With that being said, it's 3-0. It's approaching half-time. And in a must-win game to lead Man United in the table, we are currently 45 minutes away from doing so. That is one of the better first halves we've had this season. Now, we do have a big game against Fulham coming up. Well, not big game, but you know what I mean. We have a game against Fulham coming up. I am going to make a couple of changes here. Declan Rice is going to go one side. I'm actually going to bring Odegaard back a line because he can play deeper lying. And I am going to get in Fabio Vieira, who's also been complaining about minutes. And there we go. Also going to think about what I'm going to do for the next game as well. Saka for... I should have had Mr. Reece Nelson. Actually, Saka will play 90 and then Reece Nelson will start the next one then. Trossard for Martinelli is something that we're going to do here in the 47th minute as well. So 2 changes early. Starting to think about the Fulham game now. I'm not saying that this game is over, but considering from what we've seen so far, we've been the better team. And start making some changes so the boys are going to be fit and firing for this Fulham game in a few days. And well, that's going to be a penalty. Shaw has absolutely cynically brought down Saka, who's going to take this from the spot. And well, at the moment, as it stands, it's 3-0, and Saka's going to have a chance for 4. We haven't had a good time from penalties, though, this year on FM. Myself, we miss way too many. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's something I'm doing, but we miss way too many. But can Saka beat Onana? Oh, yes, he can. It's 4-0, and Manchester United are falling by the wayside. And this 4-2-3-1 might be the saviour this year. And maybe this 4-2-3-1 is a system that you could use to improve you in your save. And, well, that's the case, let's go break it down quickly for you yet again. It's positive. It's past the ball in the space. You can see it all there. I've talked about it already. That's the system there. Obviously, I'll click through it here for you. Obviously, being on more discipline is something that I do to help us defensively. And there's no stepping up or pressing traps. In terms of players, I actually tell my players to stay a bit wider out wide. On my Wrexham side, I play with an inverted winger, which you can tell to stay wider because Martinelli and Trossard are so good inside forward. You can't really do that. Outside of that, I tell my fullbacks obviously to cross the ball more often when they do get up the field, and that is kind of all the tactics that I do in this as well for the player roles. So that's the system for you. Discard all those changes. We now need 4-0. With that being said, knowing that it's 4-0 here, Declan Rice. I don't really have another defensive midfielder. Oh, we got Keyword. You're going to come off because I think that's a big one there. Gabriel Jesus is going to come off, and we're actually going to bring Ethan in because Ethan can go in there just pressing forward and go do what he needs to do up front. And I think that is going to be kind of that. Fabio Vieira is going to come in for Saka. Kai Havertz will actually go into the hole. We'll do that. There we go. 4-0 up. Just dominating display. We start rotating now. The back four is going to do what they're doing. I'm also going to just go and waste some time now and move us to shorter passing. And it's all about now keeping the intensity down that little bit more and just kill this game off. And then, yeah, we'll go and love what we're going to do. We're actually going to go into a lower tempo now as well, I think. Saying that, though, free kick here for Christian Eriksen, who scores most of them. Looks like we're going to concede one. He's hit the wall. Casemiro, Lindelof. What a save from Ramsdale. Would have been offside. Ramsdale keeps the clean sheet. Does very well. We now just changed the system that little bit now. This is all about just keeping this fitness. Fabio Vieira finds Trossard. Going on a run. Good hit. Nana spills it. And now we've got another free kick for Rambo, or a corner for Rambo to deal with. Been a much better keeper than Raya, but Raya will play against Fulham to keep him happy. Luke Shaw now with a ball, front sticks, Lieber clears, Matt Thrial, Luke Shaw in the box, cuts it, Diallo, Martinez, Odegaard does well, Kai Havertz now. Can we go on the break? No, we cannot. Looks like it's going to be one Manchester United chance. Apparently there was one in that, and then it's the highlight over. Rashford, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, going on a run. Bruno can hit him, does hit it over the bar. Come on, boys. I want a clean sheet. We want clean sheets, and we want them now. Time ticks away. Second half, Man United have been a better side, but 4-0, all she wrote. It's as perfect as you like. The 4-2-3-1 is here to stay, boys. We have got a pretty world-class team, and all the starting 11 are in there. That back four keeper, clean sheet. Everyone we took off by Martinelli had a storming game. We just beat Manchester United 4-0. And that is going to shoot us up the table, which is exactly what we're after. Look at that. We're now into second, but I will say Liverpool have 2 games in hand, and so do Manchester City. But we've played the same amount of games as Manchester United. We're now ahead of them by 2 points. I will say if Forest win their game in hand, they actually leapfrog us on goal difference. So go on, Forest. And if Spurs win their game in hand, they go 1 point behind us. But that is a big win to get us to 40 points from 19 games played, which is fantastic. And if you go and have a look at the team, I still think maybe right back is an option, what we can improve upon. Next episode, we're going to have a look where it's going to be. I did say, by the way, last episode we needed to win every game since in December. We're 1 game away from doing so. Next episode is going to be the big doubleheader, which is, of course, the Spurs and Chelsea London derbies, which is not too far away when it comes in terms of game time, but what it does mean is, there is a bit of about a month's break here. And then from there, we're probably looking to target the Liverpool-Man City doubleheaders, just in case the title is still on the line. If we can go on a winning run, if we can maybe win all the games up until... If we can win every game until February, which I know is a big call, and we are live on stream, so maybe it'd be a nice thing to do. Stream, let me know if you think we're going to win every game till Feb. We can win every game till Feb, and City and Liverpool drop the occasional game. We're going to be in and around the title fight, I think, come towards the end of the season. But I feel like after our very poor start, our patchy run for a year, we need to really look at trying to win as many games as possible and see what we can do. Give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for what has been a fantastic start in terms of the content, in terms of you guys engaging with it. Leave a comment if you're going to try this challenge out as well. Catch you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.